Hi and welcome to Write with Alex. Today we're going to talk about characters and specifically how to create characters. And this video is especially helpful to those of you who haven't written a lot before and don't really know where to start with this process. And I'm going to talk to you about 3 strategies that I think will help you to know where to draw inspiration from and just how to find those characters that you want to write about. This process will be different for everyone, and all of these strategies won't work for everyone as well. We all have our different writing path. There's only one of these that is consistently working for me personally, and I think this is one of the most individual parts about writing. Try them out and see which ones work for you. Today I'm going to talk about these different strategies, and after this you can join me for the write-in to try these out in practice. So let's get started. So the first one is to think your way into characters. And this simply means that you plan the character ahead. So you decide things like age, name, job, anything, that characteristics about a character. You can go as deep as you want, or more shallow or less information. People who like to plan before they write, I think this is especially useful for you, and I'm not one of those people, so this is not one of my top strategies. But it is also something you can use even if you've started writing a character and you need to go learn a bit more about them. You can always come back to this strategy to flesh them out even more. One of the easiest way to do this is to use character questionnaires, and there are tons of them online, and a lot of them have like 50, 100, even 200 questions, and I just think that's too much. You don't need that many. And if you do find one that has that many questions, just choose the ones that you want to answer and the ones that work for you. And I will give a link in the description for this video for one that I found that I think is actually helpful, and it has different categories, and if you want to do something short, just pick one question from each category. The second one is to experience your way into characters. And this one is to take inspiration from your own life and put it into characters. So this can be that you borrow characteristics or traits from your family or friends or strangers that you meet. It can be, the looks of someone, or a combination of personality traits and, whatever, quirks. A lot of writers do people watching, so they observe strangers and look at how they are behaving, what they're wearing, and trying to come up with a backstory for them. I know that this is very common for authors to do. I've read a lot of times that you have to be an observer to be able to write. And that's not true, because I'm not one of those people who do people watching. I'm not one of those who consciously borrow things from other people in my life. I think it's inevitable to do that anyway, but I never do it as a conscious process. So this will work for some of you and probably not all of you. The last one is to write your way into characters. And this simply means that you start writing somewhere and you see where your writing takes you, what kind of characters shows up on the page. Let the writing process show more about the character. So this is the approach I do and what works best for me. So I can start a whole book draft only having a name for a character, maybe not even a last name. I will have maybe a setting, or I know 1 or 2 characteristics of what I want to write, and then I just write and see what happens, how do the characters react. I learn more about their backstory as the story progresses, and for me this is the best way because it's very organic, and this way the character can come to life for me, and then I can plan and fix things. But the times I tried to plan them before, my characters feel really flat. And as I said, this is so different for everyone. So don't feel discouraged if one of these doesn't work for you. And if none of them work, I know there are more strategies. So don't stress about it. That was the 3 strategies. The first one is to think your way. And that means plan the characters and think about their characteristics. The second one is to experience your way into characters, and that is drawing inspiration from your own life and people around you. And the third one is to write your way into characters, and that just means to start writing and see what character comes up on the page. Yeah, that's all 3 of them, so please try them out and see which works for you. And if you want guidance with this or just writing company, I recommend you to check out my video about how to create characters, a write-in where we'll do exercises to try all of these strategies out together. So thank you for writing with me and sharing your time and honoring your passion for writing and giving it time in your life. And happy writing!